Christian Horner just put Max Verstappen and Helmut Marko in their places. And what's more, he welcomes the possibility of the Flying Dutchman flying away using the wings Red Bull gave him. The promising future they had is unraveling right before our very eyes, and they are doing very little to stop it. Verstappen and Horner form the backbone of Red Bull racing. While Verstappen brings his talent and racing prowess to the track, it's Christian Horner who steers the team from the helm, leaving no doubt as to who calls the shots in the Red Bull camp, and he wants everyone, especially Helmut Marko, to know it. Last month, Red Bull found themselves in the middle of a scandal as reports surfaced alleging misconduct by team principal Christian Horner. The sensational revelation sent shockwaves through the Formula One community. But the air cleared just before the highly anticipated season opener in Bahrain, as Red Bull GmbH officially put a period on the investigation, cementing Horner's position at the helm in an effort to ensure stability as the team geared up for the adrenaline-fueled battles on the track. Following the initial storm surrounding Christian Horner's investigation, the spotlight shifted to Red Bull Motorsport advisor Helmut Marko, who was under scrutiny for alleged leaks regarding the saga. Speculation reached a fever pitch when Austrian broadcaster ORF confronted Marko with rumors suggesting he could face suspension from Red Bull, potentially sidelining him for the Australian Grand Prix following the Saudi Arabian round. Marko, confronted with a swirling conjecture, conceded that while it remains a theoretical possibility, such a scenario could indeed unfold. Pressed to clarify the situation, Marko remained cryptic about whether the potential suspension stemmed from Red Bull's directive or his own volition. He put a light on the importance of maintaining peace within the team, echoing Red Bull's desire for a harmonious environment. Marko didn't hint much at all about his own situation, leaving much to speculation amidst the ongoing turbulence. "It is such a complex issue," Marko said. "And again, we want calm in the team, and we want to see it. This World Championship is going to be difficult enough with 24 races, and that's what we need to focus on." Behind the scenes, an internal probe is in full swing at Red Bull GmbH, where Marko holds a position, distinct from his role within Red Bull Racing. The investigation was sparked by a string of leaks to the media, a trend that emerged concurrently with the initial internal inquiry into Christian Horner's affairs. The probe extends to a concerning email leak containing purported information, which surfaced last week and was circulated to numerous senior figures within the F1 community, including the press. The timing of this leak, strategically aimed at tarnishing Horner's reputation, is particularly noteworthy, occurring a mere 24 hours after Red Bull GmbH concluded its investigation into the team principal. Despite Horner's unwavering confidence in Max Verstappen's commitment to Red Bull Racing until 2028, the Dutchman's silence on the matter continues to fuel speculation. Amidst whispers of a potential blockbuster move to Mercedes, Verstappen is yet to definitively put the rumors to rest. Marko, echoing the sentiment shared by many within the team, emphasized Verstappen's pivotal role as Red Bull Racing's strongest asset. He said, "Max is definitely the strongest asset. There are no faster drivers at the moment. Losing him, that would be a huge loss." That's a statement that Christian Horner might not agree with, and this might be why the divide between the Red Bulls is so pronounced now. Jos Verstappen, father of star driver Max Verstappen, made fervent calls for Horner to relinquish his position, not once, but multiple times. Adding to the drama, Verstappen Jr. himself hinted at a potential departure if Marko were to exit, which put all three of them against the team boss in the public's eyes. The unfolding drama has cast a shadow over Red Bull's stellar start to their title defense, despite the team's commanding back-to-back 1-2 finishes, propelling them to 38 points ahead of their closest rivals, Ferrari. Christian Horner is eager to put an end to the madness, so he decided to remind everyone of what role they play within the team, and according to him, he is the leader, and Max is just a part of the team. While in Saudi Arabia, he said, "I think that there's probably too much said already by other parties. The team is the team, Max is part of the team, Helmut is part of the team, I lead this team, and everybody has a key role to play." As Verstappen's potential departure continues to dominate headlines, with rumors swirling about a possible move to Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes team, Christian Horner remains solid in his stance, asserting that not even a star driver is greater than the Red Bull Racing brand. Despite the allure of other opportunities, Horner maintains that the team's values and identity reign supreme, emphasizing that loyalty and commitment to Red Bull Racing transcend anybody, no matter how talented. He said, "No individual is bigger than the team. We have a phenomenal car. We've got one seat open for next year. I have probably got 16 drivers that are desperate to be in that car for next year. We have a strong relationship with Max. He's done a wonderful job. His focus is very much on what he's doing on track, and that's where our focus is. And in his most shocking statement since the whole fiasco started, he said that if Verstappen wants to abandon Red Bull, he wouldn't do anything to stop it. You can never say never, Horner claimed. If a driver doesn't want to be somewhere, then they'll go somewhere else. It's like anything in life. You can't force somebody to be somewhere just because of a piece of paper. If somebody didn't want to be at this team, then we're not going to force somebody against their will to be here. Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff hasn't shied away from his admiration for Max Verstappen, letting out his intention to secure the Dutchman as Lewis Hamilton's successor. He's even willing to go as far as to do handstands for him. But Wolff acknowledges a huge hurdle in Mercedes' pursuit: the current lack of competitiveness in their car compared to Red Bull's. Despite the allure of joining the Silver Arrows, Verstappen's commitment to Red Bull racing is still there, with the team's formidable performance serving as a deterrent to any potential move. After the Saudi Arabian GP, Toto said, "I'd love to have him, but first, we need to sort out our car. First, we owe it to George and Lewis to improve the car, and give them equipment that is good before dreaming about the future next year. Like I said before, a driver will always try to be in the fastest possible car. That gives you the best chances of winning races and championships, and this is where Max is at the moment. But Max is also... Jos and Max and Raymond are also people who are very straight, sometimes uncomfortably straight, and I think that's something they will make up their mind. But I think fundamentally, a racing driver is calibrated to be in the best car. Let's word it like this," he added. "I think this is a decision that Max needs to take, but there is no team up and down the grid that wouldn't do handstands to have him in the car." Reports have surfaced indicating a potential shift in the stance of Charles Leclerc, one of the influential figures within the Red Bull GmbH power structure. It's understood that crucial discussions among the triumvirate, comprising Mintzlaff, Franz Watzlawick, and Leclerc, occurred in Dubai on Sunday, hinting at possible developments within the organization. German media speculates that Leclerc's perspective on Christian Horner may have undergone a transformation, raising intriguing questions about the future direction of Red Bull racing. Indications suggest a consensus emerging between the Austrian and Thai stakeholders regarding the separation from Christian Horner. A pivotal agenda item in the recent meeting was purportedly centered around deliberations concerning Horner's future within the organization. Reports indicate that Christian Horner may be on the losing end of an internal power struggle at Red Bull, with rumors surfacing that his departure could be imminent, potentially before the upcoming race in Australia. But well-placed sources within the organization have dismissed these claims as nonsense, rumor-mongering, and idle gossip, refuting any notion of Horner's removal from his role as team principal. The conflicting narratives add further intrigue to the unfolding drama surrounding Red Bull Racing's leadership dynamics. A spokesperson for Red Bull Racing put out a statement that says, "As Christian has said, he is grateful for the full support of the shareholders, and that remains the case." So for the time being, Christian Horner, along with Max Verstappen and Helmut Marko, will be staying put. But what do you think? Who will be the first to cave in to the temptation of leaving Red Bull with everything going on? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell for the hottest F1 news.